rehab so many times, and every time he'd be doing great, and then it would just fall back. I mean, you've heard the same story from a million people.
Rick Harrison is one of the most recognizable faces in reality television. Millions of people know him as the owner of the famous gold-silver pawn shop in Las Vegas and the star of Pawn Stars. Every episode shows customers bringing in rare and unusual items, hoping to make a good deal. Rick became famous because of his knowledge, his calm personality, and his ability to explain the history behind valuable objects. Over the years, the show turned a small family business into an international attraction. Fans from different countries travel to Las Vegas just to see the pawn shop and experience the place they have watched on television for years. While the program looks entertaining and fun, life behind the cameras has often been much more complicated. Fame brought success, but it also brought pressure, public attention, and constant media coverage. Every business decision and every family disagreement quickly became a headline. As a result, Rick Harrison's story is not only about collecting antiques or making profitable deals. It is also about handling family responsibilities, growing a business, and facing personal challenges while millions of people are watching. This combination of success and struggle has kept fans interested for many years and has made the Harrison family one of the most talked about families in reality television. Before becoming a television star, Rick Harrison spent years learning the pawn business. He worked hard to understand coins, jewelry, precious metals, historical objects, and collectibles. Instead of simply buying and selling items, he wanted to know the stories behind them. That knowledge helped him build trust with customers and later became one of the biggest reasons for the success of Pawn Stars. When the show premiered, viewers enjoyed seeing ordinary people walk into the shop with extraordinary treasures. Some brought old military equipment, while others arrived with sports memorabilia, classic toys, or rare books. Every item carried a piece of history, and Rick explained those stories in a way that was easy to understand. The chemistry between Rick, his father Richard Harrison, his son Corey Harrison, and family friend Austin Chumlee Russell made the program even more entertaining. Their friendly arguments and different personalities created a style that felt natural and enjoyable. As the audience grew, the shop became a tourist destination and the cast members became celebrities. However, the success of the show also meant that every mistake and every disagreement would receive attention from newspapers, television channels, and social media, making private matters part of public discussion. Like many successful families, the Harrisons have experienced disagreements that became public knowledge. Business ownership, financial decisions, and family expectations created tension that was reported by entertainment news outlets. Such situations are not uncommon in family businesses where personal relationships and business responsibilities are closely connected. When money, property, and long-term investments are involved, misunderstandings can easily grow into legal disputes. Media coverage often focuses on dramatic details, making every disagreement appear larger than it may actually be. Fans who were used to seeing the family working together on television suddenly found themselves reading about lawsuits and conflicts instead of interesting antiques and negotiations. This shift changed the way many people viewed the show. Rather than seeing only a successful business, viewers realized that the people on television faced many of the same problems that ordinary families experience. Public attention can make these situations even more difficult because every statement is analyzed and every rumor spreads quickly across the internet. Even though legal matters are often complicated, they reminded audiences that fame does not protect anyone from personal or family challenges. Another reason Pawn Stars remained in the news was the personal controversies involving some cast members. Austin Chumlee Russell, known for his humorous personality and playful behavior, became one of the show's most popular figures. His jokes and relaxed attitude balanced Rick Harrison's serious business approach and made him a fan favorite. However, his off-screen legal problems attracted widespread attention and created negative publicity for the show. News reports focused on investigations, court cases, and other legal issues, leading many viewers to wonder how these events would affect the future of the series. Chumlee later continued appearing on the program, but the controversy showed how quickly a television personality's image can change. Fans often connect actors and reality stars with the characters they see on screen, so personal problems can strongly influence public opinion. At the same time, the situation demonstrated that real people can make mistakes and still work toward rebuilding their lives and careers. The attention surrounding Chumlee became one of several stories that kept Pawn Stars in entertainment headlines beyond the antiques and collectibles that originally made it famous. Corey Harrison also experienced periods of public attention that had little to do with the pawn business. As Rick Harrison's son, Corey grew up around the shop and eventually became an important part of the family business. Viewers watched him mature from a young employee into someone with greater responsibility and leadership. Along the way, he dealt with health challenges and the pressure of working in a famous family business. His weight loss journey inspired many fans because it showed determination and commitment to improving his health. Like many public figures, Corey also faced legal disputes and personal criticism that attracted media coverage. Some stories involved business disagreements, while others focused on personal behavior or travel incidents. Whether large or small, every event became part of the public conversation because of the popularity of porn stars. For many viewers, these moments served as reminders that reality television stars are ordinary people living under extraordinary levels of attention. They must balance work, family, and personal growth while knowing that every action could become tomorrow's headline. As the years passed, some longtime viewers noticed changes in the style of porn stars. Earlier seasons focused mainly on historical objects, unusual collectibles, and educational discussions about their value and background. The excitement came from not knowing what item would enter the shop next. Over time, some fans felt that the program became more focused on personalities and drama than on history and antiques. Others believed that certain interactions appeared more planned than spontaneous, reducing the sense of surprise that originally attracted audiences. These opinions are common for long-running reality shows, which often change as producers try to keep viewers interested. Despite these criticisms, the program continues to have a loyal fan base because it combines business, history, and entertainment in a unique way. Even people who no longer watch every episode still recognize Rick Harrison and remember the fascinating objects that appeared in the shop over the years. Rick Harrison's story is ultimately one of persistence and adaptation. He transformed a local pawn shop into a world-famous business and introduced millions of people to the history behind everyday objects. Along the way, he experienced both success and hardship, including family disagreements, business challenges, and intense public attention. His experience shows that fame brings opportunities but also creates pressure that can affect every part of life. The same television program that made him successful also placed his family and business under constant observation. Yet the lasting popularity of porn stars proves that audiences remain interested in honest negotiations, interesting history, and the personalities who made the show famous. Whether viewers remember the rare collectibles, the humorous conversations, or the controversies that surrounded the cast, the program has secured an important place in reality television history. Rick Harrison's journey continues to remind people that success is built through hard work, knowledge, and determination, but it also requires resilience when facing criticism and personal challenges. That balance of achievement and adversity is what keeps his story relevant, and why fans continue to follow his career many years after porn stars first appeared on television. The success of porn stars also changed the way people looked at pawn shops across America. Before the show became popular, many people believed pawn shops were simply places where customers sold unwanted items or borrowed money during difficult times. Rick Harrison and his team helped change that image by showing that these stores could also be home to incredible pieces of history. Viewers watched customers walk through the doors carrying old coins, military medals, vintage guitars, movie props, rare comic books, and signed sports memorabilia. Every episode became a small history lesson mixed with business and entertainment. Rick's habit of explaining where an item came from and why it mattered gave the show a unique identity that separated it from other reality programs. Instead of focusing only on buying and selling, the series celebrated the stories hidden behind ordinary objects. This educational style attracted people of all ages and created a loyal fan base that continued to grow year after year. Another reason for the show's popularity was the strong relationship between its main cast members. Rick Harrison often played the role of the careful businessman who never wanted to overpay, while Corey Harrison represented the next generation trying to prove himself in the family business. Chumlee added humor and unpredictable moments that balanced the serious negotiations taking place inside the shop. Their different personalities created entertaining conversations that felt natural and enjoyable. Fans enjoyed watching them disagree over prices, joke with customers, and learn from unexpected situations. Even when disagreements happened, viewers saw them working together toward the same goal of running a successful business. That family atmosphere became one of the biggest reasons people kept returning to the show season after season. However, as the years passed, public interest slowly shifted from valuable antiques to the personal lives of the cast members. News articles, interviews, and social media discussions focused more on legal disputes, business challenges, and private family matters than on rare collectibles. Every public appearance or court filing quickly became a trending topic among fans. While some viewers enjoyed learning about the people behind the show, others missed the original focus on history and unique discoveries. This change highlighted one of the biggest challenges of reality television. Once a program becomes successful, audiences begin following the real lives of its stars just as closely as the show itself. For Rick Harrison and his family, balancing business, television fame, and personal responsibilities became an ongoing challenge that attracted constant public attention. Despite every controversy, disagreement, and headline, one fact remains impossible to ignore: porn stars changed reality television forever. Rick Harrison built much more than a successful pawn shop. He created a place where history, business, and human stories came together in a way that millions of people enjoyed watching. Every rare coin, old guitar, or forgotten family treasure carried a story waiting to be discovered, and that sense of curiosity kept viewers coming back for more. While fame brought unexpected challenges and personal struggles, it also showed the strength and determination required to keep moving forward. The Harrison family's journey proves that success is never perfect, and that even television stars face difficult moments behind the cameras. Yet their story continues to inspire people who believe in hard work, knowledge, and never giving up on a dream. Even after many years on television, Pawn Stars continues to have a strong influence on popular culture. The show introduced millions of viewers to the world of antiques, collectibles, and historical artifacts in a fun and simple way. Many people who had never visited a pawn shop before became interested in learning about old coins, vintage watches, classic cars, rare books, and military collectibles. Some viewers even started collecting antiques as a hobby after watching the series. Others became interested in history because every item that entered the shop came with a unique story from the past. This educational approach made the show different from many other reality programs and helped it build a loyal audience around the world. The success of the show also transformed the gold-silver pawn shop into one of the most famous tourist attractions in Las Vegas. Every year, thousands of fans visit the store hoping to see Rick Harrison, Corey Harrison, Chumlee, or simply experience the place they have watched on television for so many years. Visitors often spend hours exploring the shop and taking pictures outside the building. Nearby businesses have also benefited from the popularity of the show, proving that one successful television series can have a positive effect on an entire local community. The pawn shop is no longer just a family business. It has become a symbol recognized by people from many different countries. Rick Harrison's business style has also earned respect from many entrepreneurs. Throughout the series, he repeatedly shows the importance of researching products before making decisions, staying calm during negotiations, and never allowing emotions to control business deals. His famous habit of calling experts instead of guessing an item's value teaches an important lesson. Successful people are willing to ask for help when they need it. This practical approach has inspired many viewers who own small businesses or dream of becoming entrepreneurs. Instead of relying on luck, Rick demonstrates that knowledge, patience, and experience are the real keys to long-term success. Of course, the journey has not always been smooth. Public controversies, legal disputes, and family disagreements have sometimes overshadowed the educational side of the program. News reports often focused on personal struggles rather than the fascinating historical items that originally made the show famous. Social media discussions added even more attention, allowing rumors and opinions to spread quickly across the internet. Despite these challenges, the cast members continued working and filming new episodes, showing resilience during difficult times. Their ability to move forward despite criticism has become another reason why many fans continue to support the show. One of the biggest strengths of Pawn Stars is that it reminds viewers that every object has a story. An old watch may represent a family's history, a signed baseball could connect to a legendary athlete, and a dusty book might contain information that changed the world. Rick Harrison often explains that the true value of an item is not always measured by money but by its history and importance. This simple idea encourages viewers to appreciate the past and look more carefully at the everyday objects around them. It also explains why the show has remained popular for so many years while many other reality programs have disappeared. As new generations discover Pawn Stars through streaming platforms and online videos, its influence continues to grow. Young viewers who were children when the show first aired are now watching the episodes with fresh interest, discovering the excitement of history, business, and negotiation for the first time. Whether someone watches for the valuable antiques, the entertaining cast, or the surprising stories behind ordinary objects, the series continues to offer something unique. The combination of education, humor, and real-life business challenges has created a formula that remains entertaining even after many seasons. In the end, Rick Harrison's story is about much more than buying and selling rare collectibles. It is the story of a businessman who transformed a small family pawn shop into a global brand, faced personal and professional challenges under the spotlight, and continued moving forward despite criticism and controversy. His journey shows that success is never a straight path and that every achievement comes with obstacles that test patience, determination, and character. The Harrison family has experienced moments of celebration, disappointment, conflict, and growth, making their story relatable to millions of viewers around the world. Yet perhaps the biggest reason fans continue to follow Rick Harrison is simple. Every episode carries the promise of discovering something extraordinary. Behind every old coin, dusty painting, or forgotten family heirloom could be a priceless piece of history waiting to be uncovered. That sense of mystery keeps viewers returning season after season, eager to see what unexpected treasure will appear next. And as long as those famous pawn shop doors continue to open, there will always be another fascinating story waiting to be told. Do you think the greatest chapter of Rick Harrison's journey has already happened? Or is his biggest surprise still ahead? Share your opinion, join the conversation, and keep watching because in the world of pawn stars, history and surprises are never far away.